Okay, here is your 7.4 day 1 warm-up. Go ahead and take out your warm-ups, work out these problems, give you about 5 to 8 minutes to do so. Go ahead and pause this, and when your time's up or you're ready to go ahead and start it up again. Okay, so let's go ahead and go through these problems and see how you did. So convert to exponential form from this log form. So remember, this is read log base 3 of x, and so that base 3 tells you that's your base. These guys split up. Remember, the log always equals what the exponent is, so then that's 3 to the y, equals whatever's inside the log, which was the x. And that's your final answer. So that's using the definition of a logarithm that we talked about yesterday. Okay, so now let's go from exponential form to the log form. So this is x equals, the base is 4 raised to the y power. So base 4, so log base 4. Then these guys split up, so what's inside the log is the x, and what it's equal to is the exponent, y. And you're done. On this next one, we are trying to evaluate this. And so evaluate means we need to come up with whatever this answer is. And so since it's in log form, go ahead and change it to exponential form. So log base 4, so my base is 4, equal to, we don't know what the exponent is, so I'm just going to leave that as my question mark, equals what's inside the log, which is 64. So then you have to think, okay, 4 squared, nope, that's 16. 4 to the third, if you need to type it in your calculator, you can. And 4 to the third does give you 64, so then your answer is 3. Okay, same over here. We don't know what this equals. That's what we're trying to find out when they say evaluate. So log base 1/4, so 1/4 raised to some power, we don't know what that is going to equal the 16. Now a hint we gave you was if it goes from a fraction, or if this was a decimal, from a fraction or a decimal to a whole number, that means that we had a negative exponent here. And so you can start typing in -1, -2, -3, all as your exponents on 1/4. And so the answer then is going to be -2. And also how you could get that is figure out, well, 4 squared is 16, so then if I had to -2 power, then that's what would flip it. Okay, find the inverse. So in chapter 6, the inverse was when you switch your x and y variables and then solve for y. Here, we're going to start off the same way, switch your x and y variables. So you should have x equals 3 to the y power. Now to solve for y, we need to do the inverse of the exponential form, which is the log form. So if you know that definition, that's what you try to do, switch it from one form to the other. So exponential form, change to log form, log base 3 of x equals the exponent y. And look, now y is all by itself, so that is your inverse. Okay, over here, first step, switch your x and y. Okay, now it's in log form, and we want to solve for y, so take it out of log form and put it into exponential form. So log base 5 means you have 5 raised to the x exponent equals whatever's inside the log, which is y, and y is all by itself now, so there's your inverse. Okay, so that kind of overviews what we did yesterday and what will be covered on the mini quiz today.